What's going on, folks? Welcome back to Redcat Live, man. I appreciate you guys coming on back. If this is your first time on the show, no doubt you're in for a treat as always. We always are here sharing the latest and greatest when it comes to Redcat and its products. If you're a veteran OG, triple, quadruple OG that has been here since day one, or maybe you dropped in, 2 months later, a year later, whatever it may be, but you're a reoccurring member, we appreciate you guys. You're the real MVP in the show. Today we got kind of a different show lined up. We're kind of driving this thing in where we have a 30 days of deals going on, and of course today's no different. We have a deal going on the entire month of June, and I actually just realized that a lot of folks like myself are fathers, and Father's Day is around the corner, right? Father's Day is hitting this weekend, this Sunday, and I kind of figured, you know what, it's a great time to remind all of us that the entire month of June is kind of like our month as fathers, right? Or that father figure in your life. So I would venture to say 30 days of deals gives you 30 days of opportunities to get something for that father figure in your life that might be wanting something cool to enjoy when it comes to the RC world. Not camera related. I do apologize. I should put that over here. But still, nonetheless, deals are going on left and right. It's a good time to kind of get involved and get in the scene and enjoy the sales happening at the moment. This was what we shared with you guys last week. We kicked off the month with the hauler, the blue hauler going on sale, which saves you about $100 off, a little bit more than $100, I believe in some cases. The RDS, the Piranha, the Gen 8, the Kaiju, OG Kaiju, the Gen 7 Sport, the Pro, the Monte Carlo, Wendigo, and then we had the Blackout SC, Gen 9, Volcano, and then today, of course, we have the 59 on sale, the blue 59. What you guys see on the calendar right here, right there. What you guys see on the calendar right there is going to be the calendar for the daily deals. Every day there's going to be a product that's going on sale that you guys should know about. If you're signed up for our emails, we'll give you an email every single day with the discount code for that product. Make sure that you are putting in the correct color of the product into the cart before you go ahead and purchase. We've had a lot of people reach out and they're like, hey, the product I'm looking for is not on sale. I picked the RDS, but I want the gray one and that one doesn't apply. That's because every day that we have the sale going on, it pertains to the specific color and make of the product that we're offering. So, as I mentioned before, Father's Day is right around the corner. Odds are if you were to order something today, it'd be slim to none that you might be able to get it in time for Father's Day and have them unveil it. But nothing's to stop you from being able to order something, buy it, and maybe give them the receipt or give them the option knowing that something is coming. Screenshot it and share that with them. And let's say that maybe funds aren't where they need to be right now, or maybe there's a deal that you want, such as like the hauler that's going to happen the last week. Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with having a belated Father's Day present. I'm sure that my fathers out there can agree. I'm okay if you think of me today. I'm okay if you think of me tomorrow. Just don't forget about me, right? So let's say what's up to some of the guys that are already hanging out inside the chat. Make sure we're not missing anyone, because as always, you guys are amazing and you guys are always involved and interacting with me, and I always appreciate it. So first and foremost, Yoshi Rivera, thank you so much for swinging on by. Always appreciate you. Devin M, representing Texas, and he's in the house. Edward Hargis is here as well, out of Dunlop, Tennessee. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for swinging on by. Alfonso Ishira's in the house. Alfonso, what's going on with you, brother, man? Hopefully you're doing well and the family's doing good with you. Truck RC says, thinking about the Marksman. Marksman's a good avenue. Someone had mentioned the other day on commenting on our stuff that was like, man, I love the Wendigo. I wish it was a crawler. And I was like, it is a crawler. It's the Marksman. And even better that it comes with a Holmes Hobby motor and a 1080 ESC from Hobbywing. Great combination, really smooth for a brush setup. Obviously the whole world is kind of shifting gears in the crawler scene, and we're starting to see things offered like the ones we're offering, where now brushless is kind of becoming more of the norm, and a brush fusion system seems to be a great option for a lot of folks in the crawler scene. But don't by any means count out Holmes Hobbies and their amazing motors and their crawlability and their smooth startup speed that they have. The Marksman is greatly equipped with those electronics and will do great for you guys. I believe it also comes with the Hexfly torque spec servo in it as well, which has been a proven servo inside of our Ascent Fusion, as well as our Gen 9. So definitely know that you're getting some decent, good in essence, electronics in a product for subpar of the price. Hello from New Jersey, MC Miggs channel says. Aeon, I hope I said it right. Eon from Central Illinois, appreciate you. Jake Kicks in the house. Jake Kicks says 63, 63, 63. Guess what, man? I got a little bit of an update for you that I got sitting right here that I'm going to share with you guys. So don't go too far, Jake Kick. I'm going to show you a little bit about the delays happening with the 63, but as well as a little bit of an update on those things as well. Francisco Garcia, what's going on with you, man? Representing the 209. It's always good having you on here, man. Thank you so much for swinging on by. Alfonso Ishida says Drop Zone's in the house. So big shout out to Drop Zone and the entire Drop Zone family. It's always great having you guys, man. RC Adventures, what's going on with you? Thank you so much for swinging on by. Thank you for the comment. Gerald Taylor, what's up? From 100 Mile House, British Columbia, Canada. Great White North in the house. Appreciate you, Jared. Thank you so much for swinging on by in the comment. Paul Morales, what's up with you, man? Roadside RC, Troy's in the house as well. Roadside RC, always appreciate you being in here, man. Always good having you. RC Graphics by Monster. He says, what's up from Monster Graphics? Guys, I'm telling you right now, Monster Graphics, they got it down, man. They do some great, amazing work. Their graphics kits are awesome, and he uses automotive grade vinyl that he prints these graphics onto, so they go on like a real car, and they're pliable and maneuverable, and they're a lot forgiving, but at the same time they're professional grade, so they will stick on very well. So make sure you check out Monster Graphics. I believe, I don't know if his website's back up and running, but you can find them on Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, as well as Instagram. Monster Graphics, make sure you drop your social media handles so that I can shout you out for that as well. Jays and Andrews, what's going on with you, man? RC Adventures, these deals never happen when I have the money. Laugh my ass off, he says. Maybe next time, because there is something I want to get myself for Father's Day. Man, I get it, man. I get it. And that's kind of one of the reasons why we were a little methodical with the more in-demand products to launch around the more popular paydays, right? The Fridays and the 15th and the end of the month, the beginning of the month. So we hope that that can kind of justify getting something for yourself at the right time. So keep an eye out. Hopefully one of those deals fits you best and makes you happy. Brian Key, what's going on, man? Representing the Bama. Appreciate you, man. Aaron Ayala, what's going on with you, man? Thank you so much for swinging on by. Chris Stanley's here as well. Jake Kiggs is waiting for the 63 with cash in hand. You have to hold on to that cash a little bit longer, man. But like I said, don't go too far. I got some information for you on that. RC Adventure says, we need a nitro model again, he says. Hey, Daddy 61. He says, any update on the Ascent 18? I do have a little bit of an update, and don't go too far. I'll make sure we get you there as soon as we are done with shout-outs. Earl Boast, what's going on with you? Jacob Eckwright, what's up, man? How are you? Appreciate you swinging on by. Let's see. Roadside RC says he's ready for a Prius drift car announcement. So am I. Bring on the Prius. I'm ready to slide full electric mode. Let's get it. Antonio Francisco Espinoza, what's going on with you, brother, man? Representing South Texas. Appreciate you very, very much, man. Thank you so much for the love. RC Graphics by Monster, he says, much appreciated. Thank you so much. Troca RC, A-Main Homes Hobbies makes a great product. Perhaps a future partnership would be cool. Absolutely. We did a great partnership with Homes Hobbies, as I mentioned before, on the Marksman, and it went really well. So if you want that setup, we actually have them in the Marksman. I believe we even had a surplus of those combinations available on our website that were going pretty quick. I don't know if there's any left on those. There might be a handful, if any, that you can get. Let's see. Eddie Vigil, what's going on with you, man? Thank you for swinging on by. Francisco Montenegro, he says Lowrider ice cream truck would be sweet. Agreed. That would be awesome. Smoking RC, how's everyone doing today? He says. Nelson B, what's going on, everyone? So check it, guys. As I mentioned before, we got a great weekend coming up ahead, and I know for a lot of us, we're used to getting a tie, some socks. I don't know, maybe given a new apron to wear when we're out grilling, because on Father's Day, what do? We take care of our own, right? We don't always take the time and opportunity to take care of ourselves. Well, you know what? Today, I'm putting my fist down, and I'm telling every single one of you fathers out there and father figures to take it for what it's worth. Enjoy it. Make sure that you treat yourself, and you can do so with the means of just RCing in general, or it may be just taking advantage of the sale that we have going on for the entire month of June. So if you are a father figure, maybe you're a mother playing the father figure, I completely tell you guys to take care of yourselves and make yourselves happy, I might go and buy myself something to eat. I don't know. I might just splurge on myself and do something cool. Maybe a tattoo, maybe some tacos. It might be a combination of everything, and I might order myself a hauler. I don't know. It just all depends. But at the end of the day, I just want to really wish all you fathers out there an amazing Father's Day that's coming up ahead for all of you father figures. All you fathers, even the ones that are, you know, maybe siblings that are acting as a father, maybe those mothers that are playing both roles, you know, thereof. The fathers that are playing both roles as well. Just here to give you my best and hope that you have an amazing Father's Day coming up. I want to give you guys a couple updates that I have going into last week that I was able to pick up for you guys this week. And these are the latest and greatest updates based off of the last hour or so before coming on the show. A lot of folks have been asking for more updates on the Ascent 18, and originally we were hoping to see them by mid to late June. So we were hoping to see them this month. Unfortunately, due to a shortage in container ships leaving the factories, the area where they're shipping out of, we've been forced to have to wait for space to become open so that we can go ahead and take advantage and get these things in those container ships. So due to that shortage of container ships in the area, it's causing delays, not just for us, but a lot of other manufacturers across the world, not just RC manufacturers, but manufacturers in general. This shortage, you're going to probably start seeing a little bit of a pain from different companies all around the U.S. We hope that it's just temporary, but we also hope that it clears up really quick because we want to get these products in and out to your hands like you guys all rightfully deserve. So as of this moment, the Ascent 18, we're expecting to see them early to mid-July. So hopefully just about shy of a month, we should have them in stock and out and available to the hobby shops that have been waiting for them, and the big name brands, companies that carry them as well as our website, so that we can help suffice those people that want to order from us and utilize maybe some Redcat rewards points. Next up, the Vigilante. Vigilante's been out of stock as well. They sold out really quick. Another great product that did really well for us as far as selling out. And we're expecting to see those arrive around mid-July. So yeah, roughly about another month from now, we should see those arrive and back in stock so that we can get those back out to those folks that have become fans of the product and want to enjoy the bashing scene with that scale of a vehicle. 63. So we were talking about the 63 to arrive a little earlier than expected, right? We were expecting to see it sometime around September, August time, and we had to make some changes. And some of those changes look like this. And I'm going to actually show you why we made these changes and why I'm happy we made these changes and why I feel like I am more than okay waiting with the new ETA. At this moment, the ETA for the 63 has shifted, and we're looking to drop it sometime late 2024, so later in this year. Originally we were thinking August, September. Now we're thinking maybe November, December time when it comes to the 63. Why, you want to know, right? Like, come on, man, I've been waiting for the 63 forever. Why another delay? Well, hold on a sec. I'm gonna get to that. The reason why that we had a small delay is, as I shared with you guys in the past, I shared with you guys this body. And I shared with you guys some things that I personally did not like about the body and the team didn't like. Once we got this sample, which, like I've explained to you guys numerous times, we have these samples created, they arrive, we look at them, and we look at them with the fine comb, and we try to not miss small details that may stand out, especially for those that are super loyal and know the cars like the back of their hand. It would do us no justice to release a product that isn't as close as can be to what it should actually look like, right? It wouldn't do it justice, and it wouldn't do you justice in the community either. So some of the things that we pointed out, and we'll change screens here, with the 63, some of the things were the headlights. We felt like the headlights kind of looked very buggish, a little bit too big, right? And some of the other things too that I have to point out is the marker light. The location of the marker light, let me see if I can get an angle here where you guys can see it. There we go. Right there. So you guys see the marker light, where the location of it is. After looking at this body and examining it myself and with the team, we noticed that the placement of the marker light was not exactly where it should be compared to the actual one-to-one. Another thing that we noticed is that the headlights themselves, the actual size of the actual bezel was far too big. So that right there, those two things would require us to go back to the drawing board, go back to the factory, change the mold so that we can then tighten those up and use the actual correct size of lenses that would make it look more correct to the actual car. Another thing that we had to do is we had to adjust the actual location. I'm trying to see if I just change the angle here, guys. So sorry. The actual location, there we go, of where that marker light is, right? That just didn't look right to us. So those two things were kind of the first things that we noticed on the front of the car that we really did not like. And because of that, we went ahead and went back to the factory and said, listen, here's some adjustments that we want to make, and these are the things that stand out the most. So as they started working with that, we really dove into looking at the entire car as well in our report, and we started looking at the back and analyzing everything and looking at the taillights and whatnot. And one of the challenges that we found, and originally we were going to kind of keep it simple, was going to be to have this little tiny little hole right here that you guys see here. That would be where the red light would emit from, and keep the rest of the bezel chrome. The problem with that is that when you look at a real 63, and even the 64, it would have clear reds lenses with a chrome trim ring around it. So in my opinion, that would not be okay, right? So it would be right in the middle, those between the little tiny centerpiece to the left and to the right of it. That's the only place that you would see the red light peeking through. And of course, the team found that that was not going to work either. And we went back to the drawing board and try to find a way that we can make that correct and actually work better, right? Not just look better, but work better as well. So what we did was we went back to the factory, made some adjustments, and we received this sample as of, I believe, Monday. This sample is now the revised sample of what we saw with this body. And this is now, I believe, this is the third sample we've gotten of this. And now this is the fourth sample, if I'm not mistaken, of the 63 in general. You're going to notice the one thing that stands out the most is the headlights are now more correctly sized from what you guys can see there, as well as the location of the bezel, or sorry, the marker light. So if you look at the marker light, that's where we land on now, where we feel it should be. It's closer to what the actual car looks like. And we also added the indentation around the bezel so that we can install a more correctly sized headlamp bulb lens to make it look more realistic to the actual car. So this was what we started with the big bug eyes and the marker light being in the wrong location. And after another 2 months of working, we end up with this sample, which is, in my opinion, a lot more correctly looking and a lot better done, right? So that was how we corrected the front. Doing that meant that we had to go back and forth with the factory numerous times, making these small changes. The factory would take the mold that creates these parts, these plastic injected parts, and either add material or remove material and manipulate it, molding it so that it fits what we want the car to finally look like. So when we saw those things, we expected that this sample, when we were talking about this car, we were hoping that this sample, if it came in correctly, it would have kept us on track to drop this vehicle around September, maybe even October timeframe. The problem is that after finding those things and going back and forth with the factory, delaying the process of fixing that front would cause more of a delay in the end game of trying to get us to the finish line. Now, let's talk about the rear. We talked about the rear of the 63 originally and what I found with the chrome around the actual piece. The whole piece was chromed out and it didn't really allow for an actual red lens to be seen. And that is something that we really feel is iconic to the Impala scene, the 63 and the 64 in general. So the team of engineers went back to the drawing board and redesigned the whole back piece. So let me show you what that looks like now. Now what we're doing, and take in mind this is still missing some parts on it. So what they went ahead and did is they remade or redesigned that whole back piece to now be able to house red lenses the way it should be, right? And what's going to happen is that now there's going to be these tiny chrome rings, really small, tiny rings, and they're going to go on each one of these so that you still have the chrome going around it, but you still have the glow of the lens that it rightfully deserves, right? So again, that's kind of the end game, right? The end game is easy like this. Check it out, guys. It'd be very easy for us to just be like, you know, it's good enough, let's just ship it and we'll roll with it. But man, we didn't get into this scene of the lowrider culture and get into the scene of business of creating RC lowriders to just fall flat on our face. And sometimes we get excited and we get overexcited and we want to share with you guys. Why? Because we're like you guys. We're RC junkies. We're RC fans. We love lowriders. We love bashers. We love crawlers. We love drift cars. We're just into RC in general. And we're working on something we get so excited that we want to share with the world our excitement as well. And sometimes when we do that, we may step ahead of ourselves a little bit. While a lot of other companies like to keep things really tight-knit and not share as much of that information, we kind of don't mind being a little different in that sense, even if it's a little painful at times with the delays and what have you. But rest assured that the end game is always going to be that we try to do our best to give justice to the car and make sure that it's done in a tasteful manner, one that makes you proud to own it, as well as knowing that we're trying to make it as correct as we possibly can within the restraints of what it takes to make a car. Now, with that said, we have a whole nother subgroup called the Behind the Scenes Bed Dancer Mini Truck group. And it's a group for founders that have pre-ordered a Bed Dancer mini truck that we hopefully suspect to drop hopefully anytime between the end of the year and the beginning of next year. In that group, we go in really high detail about what it takes to create an RC car from ground up. We talk about CAD work. We talk about the surfacing, which is the creating of the body itself in a digital format to then have it then created into a mold. A lot of deep information, really in-depth oversight and overlook as to how an RC car is done from a manufacturing standpoint. And we go over a lot of those details in that group. If that's something that interests you and you like hearing this kinds of stuff, definitely check that out. The link is in the description if you want to join that. We actually just leaked some really big stuff in that page that no one is going to be able to see unless you're in that group for months. So if you are interested in that, link is in the description. Pre-order now. It's $100 pre-order. $100 goes towards the Bed Dancer mini truck at the end of the day when it's finally available. Founders Edition will be its own edition that will not be available to anyone else in the public once they're ordered. The order numbers will be shut down and you'll only be able to buy whatever's available as far as the standard edition that'll come out roughly around 30 to 45, maybe even 60 days after we drop the Founders Edition. So if that's something that really interests you, check out the group. We have about 9 episodes in there already where we go into high depth detail about the Bed Dancer and what it takes to create a vehicle from Lexan to hard body plastic. And it's something that we've been enjoying ourselves with the group in there. Right now we're at 500 members in there, but we have quite a bit more that have actually purchased, but not everyone is a fan of Facebook groups, and we understand that. So if you want to participate and want to be a part of that, make sure you check it out. You now know what the ETA is on the 63 if you're just jumping on in right now, and we're looking at late 2024 for the 63 itself. Another thing, last week someone had asked quite often the last couple weeks about the possibility of what it would take to do a gold designer show kit, right? A lot of folks are like, we love the chrome, but we would love to see gold. The owner listened, he heard you guys. He's actually inquiring into the factory as to what it's going to take. Not that it should take much, but we need to find out where we're at, specifically because we also have a lot of projects that we don't want to step on. But at least the conversation's happening, and it all happened because you guys were asking questions and are inquiring about it so frequently. So if there's something like that that always stands out, guys, we're always trying to keep our ears to the ground and make sure we listen to our community. All of you guys have a voice. We may not always be able to hear every single voice, but we try to do the best that we can to make sure that we're supporting you guys to the best of our ability. Let's get back to the comments really quick. Let's make sure we're not missing anyone. I don't have a moderator like I usually do here today, so I do apologize. It's going to be kind of all over the place. Let's see. If I missed your comments, guys. I do apologize. C. Chris Mafia says, what's up from West Palm Beach, Florida? Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Art Hopper's in the house. Hey, Holmes, Revolver Crawlmaster combo partnership in Gen 9 would be cool. I agree, man. Great combo. Edward Hargis, he says he would like to see an El Camino Lowrider. Me too. That would be awesome. I would totally dig that for sure. RC Adventures, man, what's up with you? He says, you too, Oscar. I believe I missed the past one. Jared Taylor, he says, hope all is well. Happy Father's Day to you. Thank you so much. RC Graphics by Monster says, happy Father's Day. Wait, you get presents? I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just buy my own. Like, I'm selfish. I don't need anything at the end of the day, and I don't need more ties and more, things. So what I'd say is, listen, when I get asked, what do you want for Father's Day? I'm like, just put money in my account, because I'm probably going to buy tacos. I'm probably going to buy RC parts. I'm probably going to, buy a new pair of shoes. And I don't want you buying my shoes. I like dressing myself. I'm just independent that way. So, find whatever fits you. But at the same time, I'm also the kind of person that on Father's Day, I like cooking for my family. Not because I'm asked to or forced to, but because it's something that I have a passion to do so. So yeah, I don't want you guys to think that I'm mistreated here or anything. If she finds out that I said that, guys, you guys are going to have to help me, please. Oh, man. RC Adventures. I do love RC trailers. I do love the RC trailers y'all have. I use one for my 22-pound excavator and it holds up great. That's awesome. I love to hear that. I love success stories with those kinds of products and them being used. Roads at RC says, RCs aren't shipped on RC container ships? What? I know, right? Some people just don't know. Some people are like, just airship them. I don't think you realize just how expensive it is to airship things. It's astronomical. And when you're talking about a couple thousand things, you're going to fill up a plane quick. Or at least half of it. I don't know what it is, but I mean, each box is this big times 1,000. That's quite a bit of space. So a container ship would obviously make the most sense, right? Let's see. Will the Fusion be cheaper? Origami GD? Origami God? I can't assume so, no. Let's see. Francisco Camacho says, looking forward to the 63. Got one more build in my SEMA. Jacob Eckwright, planning on picking up a 64 on Monday, since that's the chassis that the 71 Rivi will fit. Getting ahead of that part. Absolutely. And of course, the 63 fits it. The Riviera is going to fit it. The 59, the 64. So lots of bodies out there going to fit that chassis from what we're offering. So yeah, totally good call. Jacob Eckwright says, good quality is worth waiting for when we're talking about the 63. I agree. And dude, let me ask you guys. I'm a fan. Now this is just a sample, but do you guys like that? I'm digging the black and red. Like, this is me right here. And I would totally do some blacked out Daytons with it, with just like maybe some red painted knockoffs. What do you guys think? Am I on to something, or am I not? And just so you know, colors have not been chosen for the 63. Rosetta, see anyone out one of these bodies on the RDS chassis? I think the only one I've seen is someone was using an extended RDS chassis and they were using a 59 body. Obviously would fit these bodies as well, but I don't know what chassis that was. I want to say I only saw one in the car and they called it the Drifty 9. We actually were able to film it when we filmed the original RDS video as well. And that was a fun one to do. Jared Taylor, I love the look of the black and red body. I love that, man. Absolutely. Thank you for that. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm scanning comments really quick, making sure I'm not missing questions or something that I might have missed. A lot of great comments, a lot of great stuff. Thank you, all you guys, for commenting and participating. It always makes the shows a lot more enjoyable from this end, for sure. Jay Macia says, it would be cool, it would be good if the 63 came in white. White would be a nice color option. I agree with you. It'd be a really nice addition in my opinion. RC Adventures, tacos and RC can't be beat. Ricky Weevil, yes, this is the new water out by Vitamin Water, and it's taco flavor, pastor, with just the right hint of cilantro and onion. Whew, perfect. Jared Taylor, we need some wagons. Yes, I would love to see a wagon. Hands down, one of my faves. Guys, as we get closer and closer to the end of the show, I want to know, if you guys are fathers out there or not fathers out there, what would be your ideal Father's Day gift? I want to hear it. Or what's your favorite Father's Day gift that you have ever gotten in the history of being a father? Drop it, one comment, let's hear it. I want to read them out, and then we'll get out of here for you guys. Redcat got a Riviera body. We're working on a Riviera body, and we hope to see it later this year if all goes well. It's been a long time coming. We've made a lot of revisions to it because of its lines, and because we originally were going to make it a one piece and then make it a multi-piece body. It's caused a lot of delays, but we hope to still see it this year. Chaz Fiver says the black looks good. I agree with you. Yes, the black and red rocks, right? Chris Harmon, when will the 63 clear body be available? I guess when we finally finish the 63 in general. As I mentioned before earlier on the episode, version 3, and this is version 4. This has been the closest one that we've liked so far. I don't know if the team's going to make any more adjustments to this, but at the end of the day, if we're not looking to see this thing till later in the year, I would venture to say that'll be around the same time the clear bodies will be available as well. Thank you for the comment, Chris. Clive Hewing, are you guys done with the RDS? No, we're not done with the RDS. We still have them. We still sell them. And a lot of the guys here still use them almost, I don't know, every few days. They're out at the drift track. So yeah, we're still doing some things with it. I don't know what is coming with it as far as upgrades or anything of that nature, or if there's more revisions to it. But I know that they're still on our website. We're still moving them, and we're still selling quite a bit of them. Phoenix RC Crawler, thank you so much for stopping by, brother. Sergio Murillo, what's going on with you, man? Keep up the good work. Man, just got into this slow and low RC, and let me tell you, I am hooked. Keep it up. Appreciate you so much. We are so thankful that you're enjoying it. Art Hoffer, a new smoker for Father's Day. That's what you want for Father's Day. Hey, all right, bet. Phoenix RC Crawler says favorite gift was a day of peace and quiet, hands down. I can see that, a little mental break, just a little relaxation time. I love it, man. I love it. Early in the show, I was asking what was everyone's favorite gift for Father's Day in the history of them being fathers, and so I love to see those kinds of comments come through. Chris Stanley, when would the blue and white 64 be coming out? I haven't been given an exact date due to this container shortage. I hope to have a more realistic time frame, hopefully shared with me this coming week, so that we can kind of get the ball rolling on those for next week's show. But don't go too far. I'll try and get that information for you guys as well. In fact, while I have you guys on here, I'm going to add that to my list. New two-tone 64 update. Got it. Alfonso Ishida says, my perfect Father's Day gift would be a 1974 or 76 Chevy two-door Caprice, like my car. RC car, or you're talking about a real car? Because I mean, like, if it's Father's Day, dude, you gotta shoot for the moon, bro. Like, I want the real thing, Danny RC Mike, what's going on with you, brother, man? How are y'all doing over there? We're doing good. Appreciate you so much for that. Hot Arizona summer. My face is melting every time I step outside, and but it's okay. It's worth it all the time. Ricardo says, my daughter got me a Redcat Monty for Father's Day when it came out. That's awesome. I love to hear those kinds of stories. I love it. Brandon Cole says we need more aluminum upgrades for the RDS. Well, Brandon, tell me what exactly you want for the RDS that you don't currently have that you ultimately want, and hopefully the powers that be are watching and we can take notes for you. Appreciate you so much for the comment. Ken Westbrook, what's up with you? How are you? Smokies RC says we need a lead sled lowrider body. Agreed. I actually would honestly really like old Merc, a bomb, a deluxe. Yes, dude, I'm all over the place. The old Caddy too. Oof, yes. Jared Taylor says my barbecue smoker. Use it in any weather and is great. And it's great in the White North. Love it. Clive Hewing says, are you guys going to release a comp chassis for the Ascent 18? Who knows? You never know. Don't go too far, though. Maybe something we may get into, maybe not. But as always, there's a lot of things that are being worked on that I'm not even privy to at this point. But as soon as they're shared with me and I'm available to share that kind of info, I'm more than happy to do so. Jacob Eckhart says, for the lead sled, a 49 Merc with a chopped top would be cool. I agree with you. That would be just the icing on the cake. Phoenix RC Crawler, it's only 110, just getting started with the heat. I know, man, my face is still melting, bro. I'm telling you. It's been a hot one, an extra hot one for me. Smokies RC, Jacob Eckhart, he says 100%. I appreciate that, man. So, for the lead sled. So, guys, there you go. There it is. You guys have a little bit of some updates going on. You guys know that there's a sale going on. If there's something that you ultimately want for Father's Day, take a rain check. Be like, babe, I want a hauler. I'm okay waiting to the end of the month. Just buy it on the day, and I know it's for Father's Day. You know, just communication is key in every relationship, right? And I think it's time that we, as fathers, make it okay to ask for something that we want. So ask for it. The worst you can say is no and just buy it yourself. But all seriously, man, in all seriousness, we really appreciate every single one of you guys for coming on by week after week and making Redcat Live what it's been able to grow to be. It's been a great couple years, enjoying seeing it grow, enjoying the products that have been coming out, from the engineers to the marketing team to myself that does this here with you guys, and you guys being so accepting of me and growing here with you guys. It's been an amazing adventure. I'm blessed to be here, and I'm blessed to be a part of this community, and I'm blessed to have you guys coming back every week and enjoying the show. If you guys have questions that you always want to be answered, you have ideas for future episodes as well, always let us know. We're always eager and happy to hear them out. If it's something that is doable, I would love to give it a shot and see if we can make it happen. If I can't, the worst I can say is I can't do it. But nonetheless, we're going into the weekend. I want to wish all you fathers out there an amazing Father's Day weekend ahead. I hope that you have a blessed time with your family, with your kids, if you're married, with your wife, if you have pets, you have little fur babies, you're considered a father in my opinion as well. But make sure that it's a safe one and that you guys enjoy it to the fullest, and make sure you hug your family, because you never know what tomorrow may bring. Till next week, we'll see you guys here again, same time, same channel, same face, and hopefully some new information for you guys. Until then, peace out. Stay blessed.